We're Rich and Kirsten, and after 6 long months of van build and another month of waiting around with our van fully packed, it's finally time for us to hit the road and relocate to the west coast of Canada to start our van life. What stands in the way of us in the beautiful Canadian Rocky Mountains is 3 long and tiring days of driving across the world's second largest country. We are 3 hours north of the city of Toronto now, and we had a much later start to the day than we had originally anticipated. The first stop on our cross-country road trip is near the town of White River, which is an 11-hour drive from Toronto. So at this point, we'll be lucky to actually get there before like 11 o'clock tonight, which is certainly not ideal considering we're planning on doing the full 3,500 kilometer road trip in just 3 days. So that's not gonna leave us very much time to rest up tonight before we have to get back on the road tomorrow. We've already had our very first wildlife encounter, which unfortunately I couldn't get on camera, but I spotted a deer on the side of the road that was trying to decide whether or not it wanted to cross the road. And of course, in true deer fashion, it decided it was gonna try and cross the road right in front of our van. On the bright side of all of this, the Ford Transit's proving to be very comfortable, so this long journey should just be a little bit better than it was in the minivan last year.
It wouldn't be the first night of van life without us making some form of pasta. Today it's ravioli because it's 10:30 and we need dinner. We picked up this ravioli not that long ago at a special gluten-free shop. So if you don't know, I eat exclusively gluten-free. Looks like it's just gonna be plain old spinach and cheese ravioli tonight with butter.
I bet you didn't think that would be the first meal you cooked in the van.
No, I thought it'd be something more elaborate, but that's okay. This is edible. There's just one slight problem with coffee this morning, and that's that we only have 1 mug. We were having some issues with this drawer, and we couldn't get the magnet to properly attach. So we started taking the drawer and slamming it in and out to see if we could get it to attach, which was not our brightest moment, clearly. And as it turns out, when we opened the drawer again, there was a broken mug in there. That mug meant a lot to me. So I guess one of us has to drink from a measuring cup this morning. Rich owes me a new mug.
Hey, we agreed on slamming the drawer.
But I didn't agree to things breaking, and I love that mug.
I bet you could guess who gets to drink out of the measuring cup. I don't think we need a new mug, honey. We can save a few cents, right? Always trying to cut corners. Not on the build, but on coffee mugs. Cut corners. Having a kitchen in the van is an absolute game changer. It's so nice to be able to just pull up anywhere, including Walmart parking lots. This is a BLT wrap, but instead of B, we have T. This is a smoky maple bacon tempeh with lettuce, tomato, a little bit of cheese, and some mayonnaise, which is quite delicious.
No mayonnaise. Avocado.
No mayonnaise? Apparently we don't have any mayonnaise. There's avocado instead of mayonnaise. I did take a bite. It is quite delicious. We are on our way now to the Manitoba border. It's another 10-hour day of driving for us. We're in Thunder Bay, about halfway, and I am certainly looking forward to pulling over and getting a good night's rest because tomorrow we have an even longer day ahead of us.
For 443 kilometers, continue straight.
I never thought I'd say this, but last night we stayed at a police checkpoint, which is actually just a truck stop near the Manitoba border that the police have taped off to stop oncoming vehicles into the province of Ontario. And in this giant parking lot, there was not another soul here last night other than the police officers that are stopping vehicles. So it was really quiet. There was no trucks idling.
I was really expecting to hear whoop whoop, someone chased after last night, but I guess not.
We have to drive straight through the province of Manitoba without stopping unless it's for gas or for food. So that means 5 or 6 hours of straight driving. It's about 7 a.m. and if we leave now, we might be lucky enough to get to Calgary, Alberta before the sun goes down. So that seems like a priority right now. Guess we're gonna have to start driving, aren't we? We spent the day listening to podcasts and music, driving across the vast and very flat prairies of central Canada. Crossing 3 provincial borders en route to our van life home away from home in Calgary, Alberta.
Today was a lot of catch up for us after driving for 3 days straight. We started off the day at the Walmart parking lot where we spent the night, went to the bathroom, got some groceries, the usual stuff. The Walmart we picked though was close to probably my favorite place on earth. IKEA. Honestly, it felt really relieving to be able to go into IKEA and walk down any aisle I wanted since it's been click and collect in Ontario for the last 6 weeks, so I took advantage of that. Bought some stuff that I have to build tonight. We also got some meatballs for dinner, which I'm very excited about. If you haven't tried them yet, their plant-based meatballs are absolutely to die for. We had some other stops to do, like picking up a fire extinguisher, which was something we haven't been able to do in Ontario, but is absolutely essential for safety. Luckily, this one comes with a mount. We just need to figure out where in the van to put it. And we also picked up a broom. But I am pleased to say we are back in our natural habitat at the Lake Louise overflow parking lot. It was 33 degrees in Calgary and in the Kananaskis area and will be 35 tomorrow, so it wasn't exactly the type of weather for hanging out in your van, even though we want to get a couple hikes in. So we've come up to the Banff area in order to do some hiking, but it's looking like there's quite a bit of snow on the mountains, so we might not get as much done as we're hoping to, but I guess we'll find out tomorrow. This meal might seem a little weird, but kind of imagine it as plant-based stroganoff. It's just meatballs, gravy, and pasta. It tastes really good, and if you haven't tried it before, live on the edge and try something new.
I bought these Scarpa boots back in Ontario at MEC during click and collect, and so far based on my limited walking with these boots, I'm very happy with the structure of them. They feel really solid, and I think they're gonna serve me well all summer out here in the mountains. There's just one small problem with them, and it seems to be a problem we've been having a little bit with click and collect. It's that the product did not come 100% as advertised. This was advertised as a smoke gray boot, which I suppose based on this fabric here, it is definitely a smoky gray, but this color trim here, it's purple. And based on the photo that MEC advertised, it was definitely not purple. Now that's not to say that I'm gonna be returning these boots. I'm definitely gonna be using them all summer because I'm really happy with what I'm seeing here in terms of construction. I think the Scarpas are gonna be really good quality. It's just that purple isn't necessarily my color.
Not that you asked, but today's not exactly gone according to plan. It seems that our pour over has met its demise. I think it's safe to say it now belongs in the garbage bin.
So now we have a date at Walmart?
Looks like we have a Walmart date.
It's a really good thing our trail goes around Bow Lake and to the south instead of to the north because they've closed the northern area for a hibernating grizzly bear, which is obviously done to protect the wildlife, which we support very much. Feeling it yet?
I'm trying to remember how to do this. Oh. Go on a treadmill in the winter. Or try a stair climber. Oh wait, gyms are closed.
This bucket hat is another one of those click and collect items that I'm not 100% sure about yet. The mesh backing on the back of the hat, it's supposed to be the same color as the rest of the hat, but it certainly didn't come exactly as advertised. Although I guess sun protection up on the mountains, it's not a fashion show. It's all about practicality, and so far it's passing that test. primary trail for this route goes across a pretty sketchy looking boulder crossing which got vetoed. So we ended up walking further down the trail towards Bow Falls to try and find a way across the river to get back on trail, and we were only 50% successful. We found our way across the first river, but the second one, the current was way too strong and there were no rocks that we could step on to get across. So we're turning around now, heading back to the van to whip up something nice for lunch.
For a first day outside in a long time, I think I made a rookie mistake. Both my hands are burnt, and you can tell where I stopped applying sunscreen. I think I even got it back here because my hair was up all day. There's nothing though that tacos can't fix, so I guess it's dinner time.
It's Taco Thursday?
Taco Thursday! For tacos tonight, we are having our favorite Mexican veggie ground round. This stuff is amazing and it's spiced perfectly, which is one less step for us. We always have fresh corn tortillas, cheese, lettuce, and some avocado, although I hope this avocado is okay. Unfortunately, we don't have any tomato, but we'll make something out of nothing.
That's not real ground beef. That's fake ground beef.
I didn't realize that this is all we have for lettuce, so I guess we're having quesadillas instead.
Change of plans.
Change of plans? What else is new?
That's van life for you.
That's van life. Cook with what you got. This is a van life quesadilla. It's whatever you have in your fridge. You just make it work.
I mean, I don't want to bore them with details. I think they already know it's going to be good.
It's delicious.
How bad can something with cheese, avocado, and veggie ground be? Not bad enough.
Anything Mexican is good. You can't go wrong with Mexican. I'm kind of starving, so anything would be good.
Yeah.
Although I think we're due for something a little bit more complicated next week, because this week's cooking has been a little bit...
You have to head back to town to pick up some stuff to make that elaborate meal, and also to run some errands. I would like a shower. Shower would be nice.
I think we need a new coffee maker, because we just don't survive well without coffee, unfortunately. And instant coffee sometimes just isn't gonna do it.
And guess where that coffee maker came from? Pretty much our home on the road, Walmart. The weather forecast in the area is not looking particularly good. There's gonna be a lot of rain and even some snow. So who knows what next week will bring for us. Anyways, as always, a special shout out to our patrons for making videos like this possible and for making van life a reality for us. And we will see you next week.
Bye!